Hello beautiful souls, welcome back. Antoinette here from Antoinette Intuitive Tarot and Jewellery. If you are watching this, please remember to give me a thumbs up so I know that you like it, and hit that subscribe button, which should be just below. And if you hit the bell next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified as soon as my content gets uploaded, so you don't have to go searching for it. So here is one of my walkthroughs. This is my study deck. And it's the Radiant White. This is the only standard that I own. And it comes in this little tin. One that I do most of my shopping on Amazon, to be quite honest with you, because it's just easier for where I live. So I like the fact that these come in tins and it's small, it's easy to hold. So the tin is approximately just under 11 centimetres by 7 centimetres. Say 7.5 if you want to include the ribs, which means the cards are even smaller inside. Now, as I said, this is my working deck, so I no longer have it normally comes with a little white book inside here just to help guide you through the cards, and a couple of spare cards that tell you, a bit of information about the deck. So this is the Radiant White Tarot by US Games, and it does come in a bigger version. It comes with, this one has stars on the back, which I quite like. And as you can see, it is perfect size. It is a really good size for working with, to be fair. So without further ado, we should just flip through the pictures for you. Shall I give you a quick rundown on the card size? So it's just under 6, so maybe 5 3/4 by 9.5. So centimetres or so off the top, smaller than the other one. Okay, so this is, like I say, this one's standard, so most of these images, anyone who's familiar with Rider-Waite will recognise these. And the Radiant, from what I understand, my limited understanding of the cards, is that this one's got brighter. They've been brightened up. So we can zoom in a bit here. So this deck has lots of symbols and hidden meanings in it. So it is good to, once you've learnt the basic meanings, to go back and get the books if you want to unlock the other things that are hidden inside. And there is a book of symbols that I own, but I haven't made a way through it all yet, because I found that I'm quite happy reading the way I read at the moment. But to add more depth, which, people who've been reading for years are still learning, so I'm not going to kick myself for not doing it immediately. It's on my to-do list with plenty of other things that I'm learning at the moment. So if you've seen my 2 previous videos on decks, you'll notice that these are completely different image-wise. So my other 2 decks that have been up so far, the Bonestone and the Beautiful Creatures, are probably what I would call, or people are referring to now, as intermediate decks. You need to have understood these before you can move on to them, basically, at least the meanings of this. So I would always start probably here, personally. I had a completely different deck to start with and found that actually this one was just easier for the classes I was taking, so that's why I purchased it. That's why I call it my working deck. It's the one I use, so if ever I go to a class, because I do believe in, the best way to learn is to continue your learning, continued tarot learning. And that's when I take this deck out, and I take it along with me as we start the journey again with the class and the tutor, and they go through their different techniques, because everyone has different techniques on how they read cards, how they see the symbols, how they read the terminology, just so many different things. I always really like the bedding there. I think it reminds me of my grand's house and the old kind of duvet eider-down cover that used to be on my dad's bed from his childhood. Queen of Swords. She'll tell it like it is, and she'll take no nonsense, but she'll see through the nonsense. Always a good card. There's my Yaya sisterhood again. Was it somebody recently said, that's a real meh moment right there. I like this card. This kind of reminds me of is it the scene on Goonies where they empty out their pockets right at the end and all these gemstones kind of fall out when they're at the beach. I think my colour saturation on my phone is a bit darker than they actually are. I wonder if I... Oh, there we go. If I tip it away from you, you get a slightly better idea of the colour. So it's not quite as deep, deep blue as it looks. Same with that one. Final suit. He always makes me laugh. King of the Castle. So there you go. That is the... Oops. I need to learn to stop bashing everything. So that is the even better. Radiant Rider-Waite. I hope you found that useful. For those of you that are unsure about what a Rider-Waite and the Radiant and the tins are, this is the tin, but there's plenty of the flip-throughs on YouTube where you can find the other decks that come in, and there's just differences in colour and the sizes and backs and things. So I wish you well on your journey for this deck. Have a bright day.